always gonna try to look at the good because I feel like we as Christians we already get a bad rap. But as a pastor, a minister, something like that, man, you can't do nothing wrong. Like for real, like you do one thing wrong, you know what I'm saying? They gonna cancel you. They gonna crucify. It's gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That just goes back to like, but God said it in the Bible, like, we are held to a higher standard, even in certain things. Were like with preacher are held to a higher standards, because if you really look at it, it's just like, of course people do like who do well by it, and then of course you got the people who traumatized by it. So any one little thing done wrong, they just automatically think that all pastors is like that, and that's just a dumb thing that they have to fix. That's why we gotta look at it like that. We are held at a higher standard. Not saying that we exempt of sinning and everything, but it just goes back. If you read the book of John, I love the book of John because God really touched upon being a representation of Christ, and I love that book because it really shows you how to be a representation of God, and not only Jesus calling them out. You say that you this, but you saying, you doing all these other things. And then when you read further along down in John, he called them the sons of the devil. And these are priests we talking about. So it's just knowing that, okay, I know I follow Christ, so let me be careful in the things that I do. Not saying that you are exempt, but you have to be mindful that I am carrying a cross. When you carry a cross, that means you have to carry that thing a certain way. When God have a calling in your life, and you got a glass of water, and another person got a glass of water, but you know that you gotta get this water to a destination. You got to be careful how you carry that. When you do carry the cross, you do have to be a representation of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you're not going to make mistakes, but it's the difference from you struggling and then you submitting to the lifestyle. You get what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
And a lot of people have submitted to that lifestyle and then try to cover it up as a struggle.